right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Lucid Trading. Today is an interesting day, and it's an interesting day because big tech is still skyrocketing. Let's take a quick look at that. We got Apple right here, up 0.8% in the pre-market. We've got, Amazon up 0.8% right now in the pre-market. Microsoft up 0.4%. Google up slightly. Facebook up 0.5%. Big tech is skyrocketing right now. And so the question is going to be, should we be buying into big tech? Is it a good idea to be buying into Apple, Amazon, etc.? We're going to answer that question in this current live stream. And we're going to also take a look at the growth stocks, the high multiple stocks, the ones that we usually look at. I would say right now, big tech is getting more and more bloated. I personally want to stay away from these, as I do think we're about to witness a correction coming up. We can see right now that the Nasdaq is actually flying just way too high right now, overbought on the RSI. MACD is skyrocketing. We can see this on the daily chart as well. Look at that. MACD skyrocketing, RSI skyrocketing. Even on the weekly chart. However, the weekly chart is indicating that we're going to see more and more bullish momentum. So this is not over just yet. So that, in my opinion, would pretty much say that getting into big tech right now, it's a little too late. I think there's going to be some upside, but it's a little too late to get into Apple and Amazon and everything else. It's, we were seeing all-time highs on several of these big tech companies. Doesn't mean that they won't keep on going up. It's just the buying opportunities have kind of come and gone, right? So Amazon was sitting at like 3,000 just a couple weeks ago. Apple was sitting at like 120, even below that, 115. I would say it's a little expensive, right? So not a whole lot changed fundamentally with these companies, but they have become just quite a bit more expensive prior to that CPI report that we're going to be seeing. Also, we have the FOMC minutes today, so keep that in mind. The FOMC minutes that is going to be today. We're going to take a look at that. We'll be doing that in the second part of the live stream today because it's going to be released in about 5 hours from now. So we'll be taking a look at the FOMC. We have a donation coming in already from Masras. It's a $5 donation. Mass says, Salam, Gara, help please. I'm still short with Apple at 139.25. Please help. We'll take a look at Apple in a moment. So thank you for that donation. Let me just quickly give a shout out to everybody that just joined. Welcome back to Christian, John, Devon, Obeda, Julio, Leonel, OnePlus, Tanisha, Da Boss, Harry, Cure, Erky, Steve, Leveling Up, Steven, Vincent, Spider Dragon. Welcome back, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button. That would be very, very much appreciated. Would really help the channel. So hit that like. Let's get to 50 likes right now. Let's get it going. All right, let's take a quick look at Apple. Right. So what's happening with Apple? Shorting Apple is not a good idea. I've said this several times. Being short on Apple, it just tends to not really work out. I do think there's going to be a pullback, and it might actually happen today. Given that RSI is flying the highest that we have seen since pretty much it's been years, right? So I do think we're going to see a major pullback on Apple back to the 139, 138. Might happen today. So. Just we're gonna have to wait for that. Oh, some other people saying hi right now. Welcome Shuzeb, Rocky, Kevin, Ruben, Harry, Yost, James. Welcome back. Welcome back indeed. Like I said, smash the like button. That would be very much appreciated. You make me very, very happy, and it would really help the live stream too. There we go. See if I can. Okay, cool. All right. What's happening with AMC? AMC is down 4.3% in the pre-market. Going as predicted. Right? There we go. This was the line that we drew. This is where AMC is currently headed. Let's see. This is going to be an interesting one. A lot of people are holding AMC, right? A lot of retail traders out there are holding AMC right now in the hope that it was going to go to $100, $100,000, etc. Yet it is falling right now in the pre-market as we speak, down 4.4%. And I think this is just going to be the beginning, so it's going to get way worse than this. Also, we need about 3 likes to hit 50 likes. Make sure you smash that like button right now. Let's get there. Yeah, so the Euro Cup, just very briefly on that, Euro Cup, Italy is going to be up against England, I believe, if England wins. Or did England already win? Let me check. Or is that today? That could also be today. Yeah, it is today, right? So England versus Denmark is going to be today. Interesting. I think England is definitely going to win. It would be insane if Denmark would win. I think England is pretty much going to win from Denmark. Oh, let me not use this. But yeah, I think AMC is going to keep on crashing. So yeah, expect more downside on AMC. I've been bearish on AMC for a long time. I'm going to remain bearish on it. Yeah, C3.ai came down lower than expected. Expected it to hold 60. It went below that, hit 59. Now sitting at 60 in the pre-market. MACD's about to cross. Does look like we're going to see a bit of a movement to the upside. I expect it to return back to 65 in no time, honestly. Coming days won't be that exciting. Might sit around 62. But next week for C3, expect it to go all the way above. So just gonna have to wait for this to play out. But still looking darn Gucci. Looking really good. England is playing Denmark today. Yeah, that's really nice. You lost so much money on AMC. That's not true. I made a lot of money shorting AMC. We're talking like in the tens of thousands. People will still be holding. Yeah, I'm not shorting it right now. I got out of my short position very recently. I don't like to talk a lot about shorting AMC because a lot of people have emotions attached to that. So yeah. Let's see. But yeah, I didn't lose a dime on shorting AMC. Virgin Galactic to the moon, maybe. It's already going up, right? It's up 1.5%. We had a brief spike to 50 yesterday. Yeah, I think Virgin Galactic should be able to spike the coming days. I'm looking at that $50 to $55 on Virgin Galactic for the coming days, right? What's happening to Nvidia? Let's see. Yeah, it seems like Nvidia is just going to slowly head up until the stock split and just come down right away, right after. Yep. Pretty much. Yeah, I've got some tiny short positions on Nvidia ready. I'm going to be adding, because I do think when it does go down, it will drop all the way down. We're talking it's going to go back down to the lower 700s at least. This would be a strong support zone. If it does not hold that, next is going to be the mid 600s after the stock split. So I'm looking at that playing out very soon on Nvidia stock. Yeah, so I don't know if Tesla's done going down yet. I think there's still a little bit of downside left for it to hit the trend line. Plus, keep in mind, earnings is going to be like weeks down the road. We're talking like first week of August. There's a whole month left until earnings. And we're seeing right now that the MACD is about to cross on the daily chart. So I'm still a little bit bearish on Tesla just short term. So expecting it to go down even lower. To maybe even the 640s, you know, right? 640, 645. Consolidate right here. And then I would say prior to the middle of July, start rallying up again. And that's, you know, I would say end of July, we would be sitting above 700 quite easily on Tesla stock. But it will take some time. Gonna have to be patient here. There we go. And I think prior to earnings, it could sit maybe in the mid 750s. The mid 700s, sorry, around 750-ish. Is that what the kids are saying, Gucci? Yeah, exactly. Garrett, can you please check Citrix? Sure. Let me take a look at Citrix. There we go. Citrix. There was a massive gap to the downside. Down 20.8%. Interesting. They had the dividends. It sold off after the dividends. Earnings was terrible because guess what? They lost. Now they had net income. It's just really low in comparison to other quarters. So it sold off significantly. Yeah, it went up after COVID. Citrix went up quite a bit. Earnings is coming up end of July, right? I mean, this definitely looks like we'll see a pullback down further, right? Pretty much. I would say it could go back to 114 initially, but because we have earnings, I mean, we tend to see rallies before earnings. I think for earnings, it could potentially rally back up to the 120. We'll see if earnings is going to be impressive, because if it is going to be good, it could rally all the way up to the 130, 135, fill the gap here. But for now, I'm going to say might rally to the 120s for earnings. Short term, coming days looks kind of bearish. I mean, it's also bearish in the pre-market right now. I did fill the gap here, though. So fill the gap, maybe go down to 114, 115 first, consolidate, and then head up to the 120s. Good afternoon, Gara. Good afternoon, and welcome back to everybody that just joined. Good morning to everybody out there. If you want me to take a look at your stock, then please let it be known in the live chat. Also, like always, make sure you hit the like button. We've got about 25 minutes left until the market is going to be opening up here. So I would really appreciate it if you would just leave a like right now. One moment. All right. What are your thoughts on SoFi? Let me check SoFi. Yeah, more downside on SoFi. Get back to maybe 16.5. There's not a whole lot is going to happen for SoFi. It was pumped up massively because of Wall Street bets. Not a lot is going to happen there. I think all the meme stocks are going to get punished. All of them. All of the meme stocks. What's happening with GME? Yep, it's going down. What's happening with AMC? It is going down. Lots of these meme stocks are getting absolutely ruptured. Be careful if you're holding them. Alibaba. Yeah, we can take a look at Alibaba. No problem. Right, so my prediction initially for Alibaba was that it was going to be rallying to the 240s, which it didn't happen, right? It's still sitting rather low. Despite earnings being good, I think earnings was pretty good. Yeah, earnings was really good, actually. Well, they did, they're losing money on a quarterly basis, Q4. Was this Q4? No, this is not Q4, this was Q4. Is this Q4? This is probably Q4. It looks like it was red. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I think it's still going to rally. I don't think it's going to go down much. They've got tons of revenue. They've got growth. Although the MACD is crossing again on the daily chart, so probably go down again, hit 210. And I think I would expect it to just rally all the way back to 240, 230 for earnings. I mean, earnings is going to be in August. I really doubted that Alibaba is going to go down much. It recently went down because of what happened with Didi, right? So Didi is another Chinese stock that is also listed in the US. And the Chinese government is cracking down on Didi, which is now having an impact on other Chinese stocks. We got a €1 donation from Aaron Shahini. Thank you for that. Aaron says, what are your thoughts on Nano Dimension? My thoughts on Nano Dimension, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, so my expectation was for Nano Dimension to go down and go sideways until the CPI report. And then after that CPI report, which is going to be next week, we would see some upside. This is obviously weirdly timed, but this is the pattern that I was kind of mentioning, something like that. Yeah, it's actually not holding trend, so the trend is not really helping out right now. So I was thinking about something like this, just going back to 8.5, maybe above that. Right now, just go to that 8.5 resistance. If it breaches above, this is going to be next week. We're going to get to that 9, and I think potentially around $10 on Nano Dimension. I think, honestly, I just want to say it's going to go to 10. I do think it's going to be quite bullish until the end of the month. So, something like this. That is Nano Dimension. Just a quick one. It will take some time. It's going to consolidate at the lower 700s, not 700s, the $7. We got a €5.6 donation from Alex Whiteside. Alex says, "Hey Gara, would you hold Virgin Galactic to Monday or sell on Friday if all goes well with the flight?" Okay, so what I would do, because that's the question, right? If all goes well with the flight on Sunday, right? So, what I would personally do, I would be holding Virgin Galactic until Thursday. If Virgin Galactic hasn't gone up until then, so let's say Virgin Galactic stays at the mid-40s until Thursday, I would hold it until Friday. If on Friday it does not move, I would hold it until Monday. So I'm kind of waiting for the jump. However, if Virgin Galactic moves to 60 or 55 before the weekend, I would sell Virgin Galactic before the weekend. I don't think Virgin Galactic is going to stay here very long. That's why. So Yeah, so that's kind of the idea. If Virgin Galactic spikes, I would immediately take profits and get the hell out of there. Even if Richard Branson succeeds his flight, I don't think Virgin Galactic is going to stay at $60 and $70 for a very, very long time. I don't think it's going to be able to sustain this. It could sustain 40 to 50 at this point. I don't think 60 and 70 is going to sustain. It's going to be a sustainable price for Virgin Galactic. So that's what I would do. Probably sell before the weekend if the stock price goes up to around 55 to 60. If it doesn't, I would hold through until Monday and see what happens. And then if it does spike to 50, 60 on Monday, that's when I would just take profits. All right, let's see what's happening here. CCIV healthy corrections for the next rally, guys. The golden day. I don't think... No, there is no golden day. There is no golden day. There's not a single day where everything is going to go right. It's going to be several days where CCIV is going to go up. But there's no golden day. What if CCIV hits 30 by Friday? That would be nice. I think it's going to go way above that, though. It's going to hit 35, probably 38, 40 for the next coming weeks. Aaron Shahini coming in with another $1 donation and says, what are your thoughts on Palantir? I can't get it. Like, why would you wait until the actual day of the merger? Because all of it is going to, like, literally all of it is going to be priced in before the merger. Think about it. CCIV. How much has CCIV gone up? Like, really think about this. By the time that it's going to be the 22nd, sorry, it would have probably already gone up like 70 or 80%. And then on one day, it's going to go up 10, 20%. So most of the gain has already been priced into the stock at that time. So people that are expecting a massive rally to like $100 on CCIV, I think you can forget it. It's not going to happen. No freaking way that that's going to happen. Some people out there think the CCIV is going to hit $100, which is like... That is not going to happen. It won't. It's like saying that AMC is going to go to $100. It won't happen either. So, all right. So let's take a look at Palantir, right? So somebody wanted me to take a look at Palantir. Let's take a look at Palantir. Okay. So what did we say? We said Palantir was going to jump. It did jump, right? So we saw this jump happen. Then a downturn would ensue. Downturn happened to 24.6. It's now at 24.15. Yeah, big hedge fund actually sold a lot of Palantir stock. I think it was about 1 million. I think it was even more. But a lot of Palantir stock has been sold in the after hours. And then we would see a recovery rally. Yeah, I think right now we're kind of in a bearish channel, right? So, bearish channel indeed. See if we can copy this line. There we go. I think the next move would probably be just consolidate and then gradually recover back to around 24.6. There is resistance around 25, right? So hopefully breach above this. I don't want to say too much about this because we still need to see what's going to happen next. We could see more insider selling. Well, not insider selling, but hedge fund selling. It hit the 50-day moving average on the daily chart, and it bounced off of that. Or it's starting to bounce off of that, right? Weekly chart is looking good. $4 hours, very oversold. Yeah, I think we're going to see an initial bounce around 24.6. And probably get above that. I don't see why it should not be able to go above Although keep in mind, we still have a couple days left. We've got Thursday and Friday. It could stay within this range. And then we could see a rally next week. Filling this gap to 26.3. So something like this is what I'm expecting. Sell off again, retest. I don't think we're going to see lower bottom. I highly doubt this. And then rally again back to, what is it? 26.3 next week, either on CPI or after CPI. Yeah, keep in mind, look at this. RSI very low. We got the MACD very low, about to cross again. Last time we had this going on, we had a bottom, right? So it bottomed out. Same thing happened right here. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for Palantir. Baron says, insiders are still selling Palantir every 2 days. Carp is the most frequent seller. It doesn't matter. It's not going to matter. There's so much demand for Palantir stock right now. It just will not matter whether insiders are selling or not. DD is down another 4%. Maybe a good buy below $10. See, this is what I don't get. A stock is down a couple percentage points, and this is supposed to be a bad thing. I'm going to bet that DD is going to end up positive at the end of the day. Just watch. People are crying out, oh my god, DD is down in the pre-market. I think it's going to open up and it's going to rally. It's going to go positive today. I would not be surprised if DD was going to go above 13 today. I mean, if anything, one should be happy that you're getting such a great company at such a low price. $12. I mean, they have $20 billion in revenue. I think they grew 80% last year. And on top of all of that, they're going to keep growing. That's beautiful. They could have $25 billion in revenue next year. And their current market cap is about 55 to 60 billion, which is just ridiculously cheap in my opinion. Oh well. Yeah, I definitely do think DD is looking pretty good. The revenue doesn't matter. I love it when people say fundamentals don't matter. I love it. It's like imagine that, somebody telling you fundamentals don't matter. It doesn't matter. Technicals don't matter. It's like, darn, are you holding AMC or something? Of course it matters. Fundamentals matter greatly. Technicals matter greatly. What doesn't matter is the hype and euphoria that this stock with AMC here has created. Hype and euphoria is temporary. Fundamentals last. Even technicals last. So, just saying. I think a lot of people right now are salty that that their AMC stock is not going to $100. I warned this. I warned about this for weeks, for months. Very frustrating. Charles Liu coming in with a $5 donation and says, Gara, please check GameStop. Some people say it could be up to $600 by the middle of July. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think GameStop, meh. Doubt it. I think if anything is going to come back to the mid-hundreds. Let's say 160, 150. There's no way GameStop is going to go to 600. They have to reinvent their whole business. That's going to take time. And they're already sitting quite high, actually, for their current fundamentals. So I would say GameStop get back to like 170, 160 for the coming weeks. Let's see. Oh, wow. Apple's up a percentage point. Interesting. AMC still down 5%. Keep in mind, it hasn't even crossed on the weekly yet. That's coming. Like, that's going to come very soon. You know, when that happens, I mean, it's going to go down all the way to $30, right? So, there's way more downside coming than people think. All right, we've got about 8 minutes left, guys. 8 minutes until the market is going to be opening up here. I would love it if you would hit the like. Let's get to 150 likes. That'd be very much appreciated. It would help the stream, and it would help me out a lot. So make sure you hit the like. Also, let me know which stocks you want me to take a look at, and I'll be taking a look at your stocks. I'm going to briefly just quickly link the stream. Masras coming in with a $2 donation and says, can you check the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the weekly for Apple? Sure. We got another donation, a 20 Swedish krona donation from Chris. Chris says, hey Gara, check out ABCL Biotech IPO 18.6 PE. I'll check that in a moment. Hold up. The 1 hour and the 4 hour and the weekly on Apple. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Yes, it could correct, but it could also just jump and then correct, right? So there's so much momentum right now with Apple. And it's even gapping, right? So we're seeing a runaway gap. It's just looking so incredibly bullish. If we take a look at the weekly chart, the weekly is looking very bullish, right? So weekly is looking incredibly bullish. It looks like it just crossed. It could spike up further. So this is what I'm saying. Shorting a stock like Apple is just a bad idea, especially at this time. Looking at the monthly chart, it looks like it's bouncing off as well. So it's not exactly. It was about to correct to the downside, but it looks like that's going to be postponed weeks or maybe even months into the future. So we could see a tiny correction back to 138, 139 at the end of the day. But it's nothing is guaranteed. It's very overbought. You can see it right here. RSI overbought on the 4 hours. And it could stay there. It could stay overbought like this for another day. It could jump to 147 and then drop. Anything is possible at this point. But yeah, I do think it's going to drop eventually. Hold up. What's happening with Tesla? Tesla's down slightly. 1 second, I'm going to grab a tissue. All right. Somebody says Gara was wrong on AMC, but he's right about the fundamentals. Then why is it going down? You're saying that I'm wrong on AMC, right? But then how is it that when I said it was going to go down from 60, it's been going down like consistently from 60? Is that really being wrong? Because it's been going down very, very consistently. I've been shorting the stock, making thousands on just that move that it's just going downwards. I do not think that I'm wrong on AMC. I think it's very hard to say where a stock is going to go when it's squeezing, but it's not squeezing anymore, right? That squeeze already happened. What we're seeing right now is the fundamentals are weighing in on the stock like gravity. It's pulling the stock back down to earth. And that's what we're seeing. People are selling the stock. They're afraid that the stock is going to go down. So they're going to sell the stock, which causes the stock to go down. Of course, we have the hedge funds also manipulating the stock, but the gradual trend is downwards, and it's going to keep going down so long as the fundamentals of the company are not sitting at... So long as the stock is sitting way higher at the fundamental valuation of the company, which is around $20 per stock. There we go. I know somebody in the chat that I've been just waiting to actually block because it can get it's really, really toxic at times. There we go. Honestly, if you're toxic in the chat, I'm going to be banning you. That is how it works. And I've seen some names. I've seen it consistently. I've been very lenient. But I'm going to be banning some people. We're going to keep it nice and tidy, respectful to each other, to me, everybody. Like, how many people have I not banned for just being toxic? It's just ridiculous. I think I'm going to have to actually do something about it because it's been really affecting me. Three more minutes until the market is going to be opening up here. Yeah, I should have banned these people immediately. Holy moly. Let me check. Yeah, I banned like 3 people now. You can say that I'm not right, but you have to remain respectful. It's all about being respectful, like not being toxic, etc. I've been told that I'm wrong several times. That's okay. Just be respectful in the chat. It's really, really easy. 2 more minutes left. I am really curious where Tesla's going to go. I want to see where Tesla's going to go, so we're going to cover Tesla in the coming minutes. Like I've said in the past, if you want me to take a look at a stock that you want me to take a look at, then just let me know in the live chat, right? So, let me know. Free Britney. Darn it. Alright. I love you too, guys. I love you too. The thing is, I've actually banned some people in the past. They keep creating new accounts to troll me. It's just hilarious, right? It's like, what are you doing with your free time? You can be like doing useful things with that time, but whatever. MACD's about to cross in Tesla stock. It looks pretty good. It looks like it's going to jump here. I do think it's going to trend down though. So despite the jump that we're going to see, I don't think it's going to matter a lot. Although 30 minutes also indicating that Tesla's going up, looking bullish short term. Let's delete everything. Let's look at the 1 minute. Market opening up any minute here, guys. Make sure you have hit the like button. Would help the stream. Would get everybody back to the stream. Make sure you smash the like right now. Let's get to 200 likes right here, right now. Couple seconds left. Here we go. And the market is now officially... Any second? The market is now open. And Tesla's heading up. Let's go. 664.5. 665. Let's get it going. It looks pretty bullish right now. 665.2. I'm going to check my portfolio right now. And it's heading down again. This is just unbelievable. Tesla's going sideways right now. The Nasdaq is up massively because of big tech going up. We have the S&P going up as well. The Dow Jones slightly downwards. The Russell slightly downwards too. There we go. It's kind of weird. Like, big tech is heading up. Tesla's just not really doing much. AMC sitting at 48. One moment. Didi is really taking a dump right now. Didi sitting at 11.8 and it's going down fast. 11.7 coming in soon. I think I'm gonna buy some more DD stock, I guess. Let's see. Hold up. Sitting at 11.8. It's oversold right now in the 1 minute. But it could remain oversold for a longer time period, right? So it's down 5 percentage points. Slowly buying more DD stock. Alright, so looking at the live chat now. Palantir's making me cry. Palantir dying again. What do you mean Palantir dying again? Is it really going down? Where is it? Oh, there we go. Palantir going down 3 percentage points. Oof, that is a big one. That's a big drop. Sitting at 24. I mean, we expected a downturn on Palantir. I've said it. What, it hit 27. We were pointing out it was going to go down to around 25, 24, which is currently where it's sitting at. I do not think that this is going to last. So, despite it being down this much, I think we're going to see a bounce back to 25 fairly soon. Because it's incredibly oversold. I think the negativity is going to be already priced in. It's going to be a matter of time until it bounces back. Let's see. I think buying big cap stocks like Apple, Amazon, etc. is not going to be a good idea right now due to the fact that they've been going up quite a lot, right? So big cap stocks have been going a lot to the upside, and I do think we're going to see a correction very, very soon on these big cap stocks. Although it could still potentially make for a nice swing trade, as I don't think it's going to drop right now. Like we could still see Apple go up to 150. We could still see, let me check. Google can go up a little bit more, Facebook, etc. But it's a matter of time before we see a correction, like a proper correction on these stocks. So that's what I'm trying to say. All right, so Palantir now sitting at 23.8 after some big hedge fund unloaded like about a million Palantir shares in the after hours. It's been looking quite bearish right now. Which does make sense. DD sitting at 11.9, about to cross the MACD now. This could be a big move, potentially back to 12.5. This is a smaller gap that we're seeing here. There's a massive gap to be filled right here too, so we'll see what happens. Tesla is actually falling. Look at that, 655. This is because of the Nasdaq falling now, so Nasdaq slowly heading down, taking Tesla with it. Yeah, more blood on Tesla right now. Very interesting. You know, despite that, Nvidia is still sitting at 826.6. So this is just ridiculous. If you're holding Nvidia, just know this stock is only going up because of the stock split. This kind of movement you barely ever see, right? So this is not the kind of movement that you see if it's not for like a stock split or something for Nvidia stock. I mean, just look at the recent history. This is just crazy, right? I think a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money after the stock split. This is quite similar to what we saw with Tesla stock back when Tesla did the stock split. If you guys still can remember this. So this was Tesla stock split. Went up like 80%, went down 35% afterwards. So be careful. It won't be the exact same, of course, but there are some resemblances. Alright, so Tesla's still heading down. It's down 0.5 percentage point. Like I said, there's still room to the downside. I would say 840s, 845. And then next week, a rally to the 700s and above. DD to the basement. I don't know about that. I think DD is still looking good. Looking very, very cheap. I like it. AMC, look at that. AMC hitting 46.5. And it's going down quite fast. You see that? It's bleeding out. But Gara, I thought AMC was going to go to $100,000. $45. Here we go. Lower 40s coming in. Down 7.7%. 8%, right? So this is without the share dilution. This is happening without share dilution. It's already moving down. It could move down all the way to freaking 200-day moving average, right? So that's around lower 40s. Let's see what happens. I mean, people are going to start panic selling, right? It's like, oh my god, it's down 8%. I need to take my profit. So that's when you see a panic sell occur. And it just drops really fast. Some people are saying, just wait until AMC is going to go to unlimited dollars. Come on, guys. Some people can get really salty. Come on, man. Let's be real. The fundamentals of this company are not even close to the stock price. Like, not even close. Let's see. Virgin Galactic also going down now. 2% to the downside. Interesting. Are you buying Palantir? Yeah, I'm gonna buy some Palantir if it goes lower. If it's 23, I'll buy some. Seems like that's not gonna happen, but we'll see. We'll see. BNGO going down now, 2.7%. Net dimensions still down. What's happening to the big banks? Big banks are going down as well. The 10-year, look at that 10-year. Woo, massive downside. Which basically means that we're going to see the coming weeks, coming months, expect the high multiple stocks, the tech stocks, the growth stocks, to be taking off big time. Like I'm telling you, it's going to get crazy. One second, I'm going to have to grab another tissue. All right. Oh, wow. AMD is still not going down. Surprising. That's very surprising. Watch people buy the dip on AMC. Just watch. People are going to buy the dip. The same thing happened right here. People bought the dip at like 48, thinking it was a dip. Then it went to 55, and it dropped again. I think we're going to see that pattern. Where it dips down, people buy back in. It dips down, people buy back in. And eventually, it will just get back to like $30. A lot of people are going to be stuck in that stock. For a very long time. Because the fundamentals are going to take a very, very long time to justify the share price. And maybe it will not. It will. There's a chance AMC's never going to get to $40 per share. That it would go bankrupt before that even happens in the coming years. Maybe down the road. Let's see. DD's still down. Still lots of selling pressure here. Let's check. Yeah, I'm going to be buying more DD stock over time. AMC 45. You see that? 45 now. Down 9.2%. There we go. That is how we do. $44 coming in. Almost down 10% now. But this is a psychological support. It should be one, so. It's a round number, 45. Yeah, it's starting to bounce a little bit now. AI sitting at 59.6, still sitting at that zone. I've been adding AI like crazy at 60, so I'm going to keep on adding. Virgin Galactic going down. I think it's all the meme stocks. Yeah, there you go. GameStop also going down. So it's all related to each other. GameStop, AMC, etc. all heading down now. Oh well, let's see what's happening with Tesla. Tesla also heading down still. Like I said, prior to the CPI report that we're going to see, I said this last week that this would be a volatile week. We would not see much upside, and we would probably see a bit of a correction in the markets. That correction is still coming up. I think we could still see that happen either today, tomorrow, or after tomorrow. But yeah, it's going to happen. I mean, you got that CPI report coming up. It could still be very bad. And so this is why we're seeing stocks like Tesla and the EV stocks. They've already rallied just the past couple of weeks. Now we're seeing some volatility. Now we're seeing some downside. And then next week onwards, if CPI is not going to be too terrible, we're going to see a rally upwards on these stocks. It's going to be quite good, given the fact that the 10 years heading down is going to be really good. A lot of stocks are still sitting quite cheap. The CPI report is going to be coming out next Tuesday. So we're talking the 13th of July. A lot of red again. All I can say now is come on, England. Yeah, I think England is going to win that game. If they don't win that game, my gosh, that would be just that would be very disappointing. So far, so good. AMC, like I said, they're going to buy the dip, right? So people are buying the dip. It's going to be really painful. Because what could happen here is, well, exactly this. So people buy the dip. They buy the dip. The stock bounces to 50 again. And then it drops again. Could very well be like this. I know some people have actually sold their car. They sold their house to buy AMC stock. This is why I'm so against this. Because it's just pure gambling at this point. Tesla 655 still falling down. Big oof. Big oof. We're seeing Nvidia actually slowly come down as well. Look at that, 820 now. Down 0.8. That's nothing though. Like in comparison to how much other stocks have come down. I mean, Nvidia is still holding up quite nicely. I guess in a market with such volatility, there's only one thing I can say with certainty. It's coming home. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It will be cool. Maybe they played with the Netherlands. I think the Netherlands played horrible. Unfortunately, we didn't quite make it. Palantir heading down. Look at that. Palantir now sitting at 23.7. Interesting. Down 4%, right? So Palantir is really taking a major hit right now. That is painful, man. That is really painful. DD 11.8. 11.8. Is it about to go to the 11? The lower 11s. Oh my gosh. That'll be such a great buy. It looks like that could be possible now. Oh, moments. Let's see. Somebody's spamming here in the chat. One moment. Like we said, CCAV was going to come down. It is coming out, sitting at 26.2. I don't think it's going to last. Short-term negativity, right? So do expect it to bounce back very soon. Gara, what about Apple? Well, Apple's hitting 144.3 at the moment. It's up 1.6%. Is probably not going to be sustainable. It's sitting at the all-time high. It's about to create a new all-time high here. And it's up roughly 17.4%. Market cap of $2.4 trillion. That is not nothing. Their PE ratio is rather... I mean, it's okay, right? They're doing quite well. When was the last time we saw a move like this? Let's see, how much is it? 17.5. It could go all the way up to the 150s before dropping. That is a possibility. C3 down 1.4%. Yeah, we're seeing the high multiple stocks selling again. Dow Jones is going up. The Russell's going down. Look how much the Russell actually went down recently. That's 4%, right? So the Russell came down about 4 percentage points. Meanwhile, the Dow Jones is close to its all-time high. The Nasdaq is hitting all-time highs. The S&P is hitting all-time highs. So small cap, high multiple stocks are still selling off right now prior to that CPI report, which was to be expected. I've said this several times. So this is happening in anticipation of that CPI report, which could trigger a move on the 10-year. EV stock selling, DD selling off, Tesla selling off, everything now heading down. Tesla's about to cross down on the MACD, the daily MACD, so that's how much we're seeing. It's looking kind of painful now. Hold up. Yeah, that is not looking good. I'm gonna buy more DD. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, there we go. Hold up. Masrest says, Gara, you keep changing your words, man. You said Apple 135 when it was 139. And now you're saying 150. I've shorted 35,000 shares. Well, I can be wrong. I never said I'm going to be right 100% of the time. I'm just giving suggestions of like where it could possibly go on technicals. Also, I think shorting Apple is a horrible idea. I've said this several times. I don't think it's a good idea to be shorting a stock that's a safe haven stock prior to a bearish catalyst, which is the CPI report. So it's unfortunate. I do think Apple is going to come down, although it's going to take some time. I think there's going to be a big correction coming up in the coming months. But yeah, regardless of that, what can I say about this? It's your own financial responsibility, right? So if you're shorting something, you're shorting something. You don't. I say this all the time. Don't listen to me, right? I'm not right all the time. This is my opinion. This is what I think is going to happen. It could also go against that. I've had predictions where it went completely against it. I never said I was going to be right all the time. I'm not proclaiming to be right all the time, but more often than not, we can get it right. But regardless of this, it's just very important to do your own due diligence and to just get in several opinions from people and figure out what to do. I mean, you could also always get a financial advisor. That I would say that would help significantly. But yeah, I mean, Apple. I mean, I've got plenty of friends and family members that are holding Apple stock and they're enjoying this rally to the upside. But do know, yeah, it will correct. I mean, it's already corrected slightly right here. It was 2%. I do think it's going to correct again. But yeah, it could definitely, it could go up to 150 and then correct. That is a possibility. One sec. Shorting Apple is just very risky, especially when they've got such great fundamentals. I do think it's gonna come down. It's just not gonna be right away. We're gonna see a big correction come up for big tech in the coming months. That could be either the end of July or end of August. It's difficult to tell, but there is going to be a correction coming up. It's going to be requiring some patience. Also, if you're shorting something, don't expect to see results right away. By the way, on a side note, AMC is going below 45 now, sitting at 44.7, down 10.5%. Would you look at that? It is absolute destruction what we're seeing right now. Absolute destruction. It's not even bouncing back. It's just straight up going to the lower 40s. Will you be buying more CCIV? I bought enough CCIV. For the time being, I think I'll just... I won't be touching it. I won't be touching CCIV for now. I've got enough. I've got a couple $1,000 worth of shares. I'm good now. We're seeing, interestingly enough, the Russell going down again. So back to back to back. High multiple stocks, small cap stocks are taking the brunt of it, right? Oof. Tesla also hitting the 652, I think. Looks like the 650s are acting as a support right now for Tesla, which is quite nice, to be frank. Just bought 500 AMC. So good price. Buy the dip. No, it's not a good price. AMC could sell all the way to 20. It's not a good price. This is not a good price. The Russell is about to have a beautiful W-shaped recovery. I do think it's going to recover. I don't know about the shape, but I do think it will recover. $653.7 on Tesla. It's looking rather bloody right now. DD is about to create a new all-time high. It's getting pretty close. Down 5.7%. What a bloody, very bloody IPO. It's down 35% in like a couple days after IPO. That is insane. AMC is about to go below 44. It's at 44.3 at the moment. Hey, Gara, look at the AMC RSI. It's about to bounce back. Maybe. It could stay oversold for a long time, so it doesn't have to bounce back necessarily. But it looks like it could bounce back, I agree. Could bounce back to like 46, 47. There we go. Bit of a bounce now. DD still selling. Tesla. How much is Uber going down? Oh, is Uber down as well? Yeah, even Uber is down right now. Interesting. Tesla back to the 650s. Down 1.3% in the pre-markets. No, sorry, not in the pre-markets. Down 1%. Right now. AMC about to go below 44. Yep, and it's below 44 now. That is insane. It's down 12%. Damn. It's just looking painful right now. It is crashing all right. It is crashing. Woo. lower 40s on AMC coming up. Tesla hitting 650. DD 11.7. Still holding up, but I think it's going to go below now. I mean, DD's been just oversold. It's still oversold. I do not expect it to stay here in this zone. Four hours not quite oversold yet, but we don't have a lot of information regarding that. 30 minutes, a little bit oversold. 1 hour, oversold. It's really weird. 11.6 on DD. You should check out Matt Core's channel. It looks defeated. I mean, it was bound to happen. That was my prediction. Like, if you only cover AMC all the time, and you put hundreds of thousands of dollars in one stock that has horrible fundamentals, but is only running on on the hype and euphoria, eventually, guess what? Reality is going to catch up, and when reality catches up, your delusions get destroyed. Look at that, 43. 43. Guess what the hedge funds are doing? Hedge funds are making money. They're shorting this stock. They're making millions. I would even say billions right now. They're shorting the hell out of the stock. And what they're going to do is they buy back the shares when it goes low. Then they short it again and again and again until until it goes back to fundamental value. So all that what has been happening so far, it's going to mean nothing. They're going to pretty much make all their money back. And this is why I was so against it. Do not fight against the house. You know, I say don't fight against the Fed. Don't fight against hedge funds. You will lose very bad. Well, there you go. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's down 13%. It's been sideways for a month. It's been going downwards for a month. So, it's painful, I know, but this was bound to happening. This was bound to happen. I mean, been saying this for like months now, but yeah. Oh well. Keep in mind, people are going on holidays. They have a life, you know, they have families to go to. Hedge funds have people working for them 24/7. 24/7, they're working on this. You can't beat the house. Only temporarily. Like, only temporarily. 42. There we go. People will hate me forever for saying what I want to say. But this is what I've been saying for a couple months. We got $100 donation from Joseph Chan. Thank you so much, Joseph. Appreciate it a lot. Let me check the message. He donated through PayPal. Thanks for the information on Apple. Just shorted Apple 300 shares at 143.5. Thank you for that donation. See if it's going to work out. Keep in mind, this is not financial advice, so keep that in mind. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own DD. Oh my god, no! What is happening with DD? 11.5 on DD. That is crazy. $11.5 on DD right now. Holy moly. Yeah, AMC just hit 42 and it bounced back. Well, you messed up on C3.ai. Well, that's one stock out of like 30 that I bought. That's still a good ratio. You've got to understand this. I am buying all sorts of stocks. I've been buying so many names the past 6 months. AIMS or C3.ai didn't go so well. Well, guess what? I've got plenty of other stocks that I've bought that didn't do that bad. We're talking Tesla, we're talking Palantir, we're talking Neo, we're talking many, many other names. Just because one stock is not performing well doesn't mean necessarily that the whole portfolio is ruined. But guess what? People are buying just one stock. They're buying AMC, and they're only buying AMC. And so that is bad, because AMC's fundamentals and technicals do not align with its share price. And now gravity is pulling the stock down. Well, guess what? People are losing a lot of money. And I warned about this. I said, guys, be very careful. Guys and gals, be very careful. This is about to bleed down. Nobody listened. I think pretty much nobody listened because of the hype and euphoria that was going on at the time. And this is just the beginning. If you think this is bad, it's going to get way worse than this. It's a bear trap. It's going to go up soon. Come on, get out of here. It's not a bear trap. This is not a bear trap. It was a bull trap. This was a bull trap. You see this? Bull trap. People bought in this zone, was in this zone for a long time, and then it starts pulling back. That's a bull trap, not a bear trap. I also own C3. I never said I didn't own C3. I own C3. I'm going to keep on holding it for a long time. I think it has great fundamentals, and I think it's going to be improving over time. DD sitting at 11.5. Oof, oof, oof. Painful. Seems like we're going to see DD go back to 10 if this keeps going. Virgin Galactic going to 44. Let's see. AMC 43.7. It briefly hit 42.8. DD 11.5. Tesla 650. Still heading down. There's still more downside coming. It is not over yet. It is not over yet. The Nasdaq is only green because of big tech. If you take away big tech, the Nasdaq is bleeding right now. Same for the Russell's bleeding right now. The S&P holding up, Dow Jones slightly holding up, but it's overall negative sentiment that we're seeing. If you take out the Apple going up 1.4%, Amazon 0.8%, Microsoft 0.6%. Microvision, I think Microvision is a pump and dump, like I said previously. There you go, it's still dumping, yeah. I would just stay away from Microvision, honestly. PLTR 23, now, ooh, it's selling very massively. It has to also to do with AMC, because a lot of Wall Street Bets people hold Palantir. They hold Virgin Galactic. And it's no surprise that when AMC goes down like this, there's going to be margin calls across the spectrum alongside of like retail traders. No coincidence that when AMC and GME go down, all the other meme stocks go down. Sorry, Gara. DD is dipping because I bought it. It's alright. It's alright. We'll be fine. It's only down 7.5%. It's relatively mild in comparison to the downside we've already seen on DD. So we'll be fine. Gara, what is your worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is that the merger does not go through. And then it would drop back to 25 and 20. It would drop back to $20 if the merger does not go through, or if it gets delayed. That's when I would say, yeah, it's gonna look very bad. Record deliveries, yet Tesla goes south. Well, that's always how it goes. It's already priced into the stock. I mean, think about it. It went up 17% prior to deliveries. It's already priced into the stock. I mean, what do you expect? DD still down. Time to buy some more. AMC going back to 44. Interesting. It could bounce. I mean, I don't think the stock is going to just go down in one line. It will bounce every now and then. But the overall trend is going to be downwards. One moment. If you think DD may go to $10, why would you buy now? Why wouldn't I buy? I don't have a crystal ball. I don't think it's going to go to $10 100%. Who knows? Maybe it bounces. Maybe we get a positive catalyst. Who knows? That's why I'm buying. That's called dollar cost averaging. You buy in because you don't know whether it's going to go down or up. You're just buying so that you can have a larger position over time. Maybe tomorrow we get a news article. The Chinese stop their crackdown and then suddenly it jumps to $12, $13, $14. I mean, I think having exposure is better than just waiting on the sidelines almost 9 out of 10 times. So when it gets record earnings for Tesla, they get priced into the stock price. Yes, I think it will be. Not yet. It's not yet priced in, but it's going to be priced in soon. Look at the donations. I don't think I got any donations recently. To somebody just said that. I don't think. Or did I get a donation? I have no idea. No, I don't think so. Nothing as of recent. What's going on with NIO? It's not just NIO, it's all the EV stocks. All the Chinese EV stocks are selling. It's not just NIO. Besides, we did say that this would be happening, so this is not too surprising. NIO was going up really darn fast, so I think it's going to consolidate around this zone, you know, 48, maybe 47, right in this zone. And then we'll see Neo fly higher. So this is perfectly normal. Corrections happen. Same we said about XPeng. Same we said about CCIV. Although CCIV is going down quite fast. Because it's a SPAC, right? So SPACs are a little bit more risky. Because, you know, they could delay the merger and then the stock just plummets, so. AMC now at 44.5. People are buying the dip. No way. No way. People are buying the dip, as expected. How much did you lose on AMC? I made, I think, about $8,000 on shorting AMC. Until now. Let's see what's happening here. PLTR 23.3. Virgin Galactic heading down. Go long on AMC, Garrett. No, I'm not going to go long on AMC. I would rather not do that. You didn't check out ABC. Oh yeah, I might have forgot that. ABCL. It did bounce. Down 4.7%. Oh, it's just trending down. It's down 75% from the top to the bottom. It has a 5 billion market cap. You know that? Like it's pretty high. Very high market cap. Okay, so I'll say this. It's been downtrending. Like, it's been downtrending big time. I think the next 6 months are going to be very favorable for stocks like ABCL. Finding a bottom is going to be difficult, though, so... It's incredibly oversold on the 1 hour. Yeah, I do expect it to bottom up and go back to around $20 initially, but still, it's mostly going to be dependent on the overall macro situation. And why am I saying this? Well, guess what? Prior to the downturn in February, it was going up, and then it just kept moving down and down and down. So if sentiment does change, this could be potentially very bullish for the stock, and we could see it eventually go back up to maybe close to that 28 over time, right? So over time, August, September, it could get back to that 28. I do see that happening, actually. Because, yeah, I think the whole environment is going to change. Oh, we got some donations on PayPal, apparently. We got 5.6 euros coming in from Antoy Niloban. Antoy says, "Hey Gara, what can you do a proper TA on CCIV?" Sure, I can look at CCIV, no problem. Thank you for that, Antoy. And an 0.8 euro donation from Kit SafeWatch. What do you think the market will do the rest of the year? Yeah, those are some interesting questions. Let's start off with CCIV. All right, so CCIV. Let's delete everything. Okay. I think with CCIV, it's going to be fairly obvious. I think we hit the low of 25.3. We consolidate for the rest of the week. Next week, coming in, rally towards 30s and above. I can't really make it different, right? So this is kind of what I'm thinking now with CCIV. Last week I said we could hit 30 this week. I forgot about the CPI. This week is more of a consolidation. At best, we get 27 again, maybe 28. But I do think 30 is going to be hitting. We're going to be hitting 30 next week for CCIV. As we're getting closer and closer to that merger. Also, what do you think the market will do the rest of the year? KidSafe said. Well, I think the market is going to remain rather flat overall, but some sectors are going to sell off. I'm talking like value stocks could be selling off, and we could see the high risk stocks go up. So I do expect small cap stocks, high growth stocks to be taking off. And in terms of like indices, it's a bit more difficult. I think we're going to see a correction around the end of July to about August. It's going to be like a 5 to 10% correction. And then after that, we'll see another massive rally, sort of similar to what we have seen last year. I don't know if you guys remember the last year correction that we had. For example, the S&P, big correction right here, went down about 10%. Something similar like that could be happening. This was in September, by the way. And we'll see the high multiple stocks, the tech stocks, growth stocks, etc., like Tesla, like Neo, like Palantir, C3.ai, Bionano, Genomics, Nano Dimension, name them. All of them are going to be rallying until the end of the year, pretty much. Q3, Q4 are going to be quite nice. LM coming in with a $5 donation. If oil prices drop, we could see higher emission rights prices, which is good for renewable energy. Check. TANN. Let me check this. Alright, there's not a whole lot to be checking, to be honest, but... possibly. It could possibly be true. I mean, it would make sense. Yeah, oil could go higher and higher, man. That's like that could just get really, really high. That would also, it would benefit the EV companies, If oil prices go up, EV stocks are going to benefit from that greatly because people are going to switch from their current car to an electric vehicle. All right, let's check out what's happening with Tesla. 647.6. Still heading down, as expected. Let me check my stocks. 1 moment. The big problem that I have right now is that I'm short stocks that are not going down, but I'll have long stocks that are going down. So I can't really switch to capital there, because I would have to take a loss to buy into Tesla now at this point. I've got some capital that I don't want to spend, but yeah, EV stocks selling big time. Look at that, DD down 6.5%. You got CCIV down 3.2%. XPeng 5.7%. Li Auto 2.2%. Neo 4.6%. And Tesla down 2%, sitting at 646 now. Virgin Galactic down 6%. Huh. All right. So I'm gonna be wrapping up the current live stream. I think it's been enough. We've been live for almost 2 hours, so make sure you hit the like if you enjoyed the live stream. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Today's a bit of a bloody day. This was to be expected. This week is kind of bloody because we have got the CPI report coming up. We got the FOMC minutes, and we'll be covering that in the second live stream. So make sure you are there. It's basically a summary of what happened at the FOMC meeting. and we're going to see the real details, and we're going to cover them in the next live stream. So tune in. We'll be live in about a couple hours, and yeah, it's going to be cool. Make sure you join the Discord community. The link for that is down below in the description. We have social media. We have Instagram. We have Twitter. All the social media links are in the description. I'm very, very active on social media, so make sure you follow me there. And I hope you guys have a great day. I hope stocks are going to consolidate soon. We're seeing Tesla at 644 right now. That is it's getting kind of crazy now. Oh boy. But yeah, thanks for the donations. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. This was Lucid Trading, and I'll be back in a couple hours for the FOMC minutes. Cheers.